Bada bing, bada boom. This is episode 99. Uh, like the 99th episode. Like, we've gotten through 98 episodes prior to this one. This is August of 2021. We started this in January. That's 7 months to get through 99 episodes. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Like, and I guess to kind of step back or aside from that, most shows in general don't hit 100 episodes. Like, less than 1% of shows make it to 100 episodes, whether that be a podcast, whether that's a TV show, online web series, small indie show series, whatever that thing is, they usually don't hit 100. We're about to do it tomorrow. I will be running episode 100 tomorrow, and we're running episode 99 tonight. We do stuff different here, and we get it done, which is really nifty. You know, to say like, hey, you know, we're making the games happen. So if you're lucky enough to watch this live, thank you, and for tuning in. This is wonderful to have happen. If you're watching this after the fact, sorry you got to it late, but I hope you're around for episode 200, because there will be one. Because we can't just not keep up this clip, because what else are we going to do?
Enough to watch this.
Socialize? Yeah, we don't want to do that. We're not going to socialize on the fucking internet. That's not going to happen. We'll just hang out here and play D&D games, wait for folks to go and sign up on our Patreon and hop into the Discord, because, like, yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, enough of me rambling. My name's Brad. This is episode 99. I'm going to be dungeon mastering today's game in theory. In practice, we've got actual folks in charge of today's game. Those are the players who make the shit happen and do the cool stuff. First one we're going to introduce. Dave, could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if you had to pick one spice to wage war over, what would it be?
Let's say hi. I'm Dave, and I'm playing Lurpu, the dumb as a brick lizard folk barbarian. And you said a spice to wage war over?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Garlic.
Hell yeah. That is
At least I know the vampires would be out of it quick.
Top right? Nick?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Nick, if you could please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, what is one thing, if you had to pick one thing to change about Bo Burnham's inside, what would it be?
All right, I'm Nick. Tonight I'll be starting off with CV69. I might change characters later on, but we'll get to that. He's a robot, Cornelius, and I mean, it just wasn't long enough, right? But it could be like 5 hours, and I'd be cool with it.
5 hours.
Maybe like 18 more songs.
Dave wasn't a fan. I thought it was the masterpiece of its type. I thought it was like the first masterpiece of its medium. Dave's over here like, fuck that, it wasn't funny. Fair. You know, there's a lot of humor built into that. That was kind of. I'm going to date myself here. I'm 23. I grew up with. Yeah, I'm actually confirming my age on stream. It's a thing. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It's 99, so we're gonna be a little.
I'm
different.
turning 30.
Are you really?
Next year, yeah. My next birthday's 30.
Fuck. We've been friends. We've all been hanging out for over a year now. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the folks that got involved with this were involved with the West Marches or something prior. Like, this is... Wow. To be like, yeah, I've been running D&D games for over a year for West Marches style stuff. Actually, yeah, we're going to get through intros, and I'm going to talk for a minute. I'm going to address some things that we haven't before, because we're about to be 100 episodes in, and I feel like telling people how we do what we do, or at least a little bit about it. I'm going to stop rambling for a few moments. Sorry. I can just keep fucking talking. Joe, can you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if you had to pick one non-toxic child toy to eat, what would it be? I say non-toxic because lawn darts are probably coated in lead paint.
I'm Joa. I'm eating risotto, and I'm gonna be playing Drogar, the fighter barbarian dude.
Please describe risotto.
Risotto is this iteration of risotto. Rice. We got some butter, some onion, some garlic, lots of Parmesan cheese. We threw in some chicken apple sausage and some corn, and more Parmesan on top. Good stuff. I helped stir it, which sucked. So one non-toxic toy, child's toy to eat.
It's non-toxic, so you can't do any toys from Mattel.
True.
Sorry, that was fucking brutal. That was holy shit.
That's, I think, would Play-Doh count as that? Because I've had some history with Play-Doh as a kid.
Play-Doh's non-toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
doesn't taste good, but I've had history with it. My mom tried to give some out some Halloween instead of candy, and we found it all over the neighborhood.
I bet.
For days.
Just on doors, in trees. That sounds. You know what?
I'm laughing at that because I'm the last of 7 kids, and my oldest brother was almost 20 when I was born. And so I had a niece born 2 weeks before I turned 5. And somebody gave her and her younger brother by about 2 years Play-Doh for Christmas one year. And we'd all get together at my parents' place for Christmas, and there's a bunch of kids, and it was all kinds of fun. And on the way out, my oldest brother tossed the Play-Doh in the garbage because he knew better. Because he had carpets at the house at his place.
Oh yeah. There were some unhappy trick-or-treating teenagers that year, to say the least.
Ooh.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Brad.
Could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us if you had to pick one extinct mammal. And so I'm going to backtrack here. We're assuming that the premise of Jurassic Park is not false, and that if you resurrected an ancient species, it wouldn't have an issue with the oxygen purity of this time frame, which is lower than the Jurassic, but also higher than certain areas of the Ice Ages. Assuming that isn't a barrier, I know somebody at home is like, what, oxygen purity is a thing? I can't have T-Rexes? Jurassic Park is wrong? Yeah, it's wrong. They would all suffocated. Assuming that's not the case, if you had to pick one extinct animal to resurrect, Ben, and to bring back, just in droves wild, what would it be?
So first, I'm Ben. I'll be playing Hrungir, the Goliath cleric. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to see fuzzy elephants? I mean, I think I'm going with mammoth. I mean, saber-tooths would be really cool, but they'd probably start eating everything because nothing could stop them, other than people with guns. But let's not go down that path. No, I'm going with fuzzy elephants. I'm going with mammoths. I think that'd be cool.
I feel that.
We can keep them away from Barnum at this point, so.
So, yeah. For now, I mean.
There will be a next Barnum, yes. But.
As the world's pendulum swings. Hey, Carl.
Hey, Brad.
If you could please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if you had to pick one decade's aesthetic to just spray paint, I say spray paint, just shove into an Apple product. Like if Apple could only release one decade's aesthetic worth of products for a year, what decade would you pick to force their designers to work within?
All right, so I'm Carl, and I'm going to be playing Kethra tonight, who's my sword maiden. She's been up on Mars for a while, and kind of go up there and hasn't been back to Arrowknee for a while. Wow. So I'm going to take a digression before I answer your question. I did some quick math. I looked at it. The first episode was January 23rd. That's 200 days. So we've been averaging almost 3.5 games a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot of games.
That's a game every other day.
Yeah. Yeah. So the aesthetics, I'm going to go with the 1920s. Get the Art Nouveau kind of look. You get like the I want to see somebody with an iPad or an iPhone that's got like vacuum tubes.
Hell yeah. I love that. I've wanted to do. I haven't really talked about that. For the folks at home, I like to invent things. The only trouble is I don't have money because I'm not rich. I was born in Maine. We have a low per capita income. I'm not a man that can throw billions of dollars at RC cars, and with a level of programming that goes into GTA's NPC drivers, and call that a company named after a famous inventor from the turn of the century. We don't all have that luxury, but I've wanted to do. Get them on the 1920s point. I've always wanted to do a set of goggles with. So there's a thing with polarized lenses where they will filter out some light and they'll make it so you can like see in different areas. Like polarized lenses are used to filter a lot of LCD screens so that they're visible. Well, if you have two polarized lenses in parallel, they will filter out almost all light brought or attempted to be brought through them. So if you have a set of goggles with one set of polarized lenses going perpendicular, like straight up and down, and another set that is turnable, like with a simple dial on the outer end, you can have variable shade lenses. Turn that around, you got some steampunk goggles that you can make darker or lighter, super usable for cosplays. I don't know anybody that's ever done anything with that at all. I think some camera lenses might have something similar in terms of a dynamic to like darken or lighten. I don't think that's super done though. They usually just limit the exposure on the inside with like a with like a opening or closing hole to let light in. But it might be an invention to look into. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. But yeah, you heard it here first, I guess. Last person, Ethan, could I have you introduce yourself, please, and describe your character? We're actually going to start with your character first today, in terms of what your character will be experiencing. But Ethan, could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if you had to pick one person from from any TV show, like one famous person, like a real person to fist fight, who would you fist fight?
That's interesting, but hi guys, my name's Ethan. I'm kind of new here. My character's name is Kyle. I made the character like 2 hours ago, so he's kind of like the embodiment of the Kyle meme. The angry teenage dude that just wails on everything that angers him. And a person, oh god, I'm thinking like Star Wars here, so I'm thinking like Mark Hamill. And his like prime went back in 1977. So I wouldn't want to beat on an old man. So
I had heard about this thing. I don't know how true it is or not. I haven't researched this a ton, but I heard about. Apparently, there was at one point in Tupac's career where he was wanting to fight Will Smith, or at least stating that he did publicly. Tupac's whole thing was kind of just wanting to fight people. So I can imagine a lot of that was to sell tickets, and like Will Smith is one of the most innocent guys around. So it's probably the record labels being like, hey, let's just have them argue over TMZ, and then that'll get free marketing or whatever. Controversy sells, but I was thinking back to like my girlfriend and I were talking about this. We were like, oh my god, like a properly buff Will Smith could really just go to town on anybody. Like a young Will Smith was nothing to mess with. That man was not a guy I'd want to tangle with. It's just an interesting thing to be like, yeah, what if Tupac were to go and swing? And apparently Jada Pinkett Smith was like, and she was like, yeah, don't do it. You don't want that smoke. As promised, I do want to discuss a little bit about this method that we do. So nobody's ever said how this works. We do West Marches, or a modified West Marches. A long time ago, there was a thing called a West Marches based in the state of Maine that was run at a local game store. And I was lucky enough to be brought in with a group of other DMs, and they were like, hey, let's get games going in this shared format. And I was like, hey, I have an idea for how we could do that online, to like format the organization online to make it so people can just post up and get into games. Because there have been a lot of attempts at something like this. You know, every D&D group has been like, hey, what if we could do this but bigger? To my knowledge, this is one of the only successful ones to actually operate for more than a couple of weeks without becoming a total dumpster fire. We have a Discord. You can sign up on Patreon to join it and see how it works on the inside. Just copy and paste it and do your own thing with it. But people will post up that they want to join in a game. They'll join a game. Game will be run, and then they can join another game in the future. There's no like set schedule or set time of the week or day of the week. We just do it different here. That's kind of led to the success of this 99th episode. The other major part of that success is owed in no small part to the wonderful community that we have here. We have a lot of great folks that run a lot of great games and play a lot of great games, and it's a wonderful time. You know, we don't get paid for what we do here, not yet. That is the goal, of course. You know, everybody wants to play games for money. That's a fucking kitty. That's a kid. This is not a drill here. This is a fucking kitty on stream.
Kitty.
Beautiful kitty.
Just trying to find my dice box to sit in again.
Hell yeah. For Kyle, you'll wake up inside of like a small cramped tube. It's pretty tight. It's like glass around you. It's kind of foggy. You can see like a really large, almost humanoid-ish figure is standing nearby. And like a smaller one, kind of looks like they were just dressed in all purple, like really weirdly monochromatic. This purple figure walks up to your tube and then presses on a large red button. You'll hear a psst. At which point the tube will rise around you. There's a gentleman standing with slick back black hair. He looks a bit on the young side. He's got like a popped collar. He's standing next to a rather large gentleman with looks to be like off grayish skin with like jet black eyes and smoke coming out of them. You'll see there's also a pretty burly lady with a staff and then a massive metal brick just sticking out of the end of it. She looks to be looking at you kind of quizzically. You're now that you're able to survey the area, the goop around you, you're not really even sure it was there for a few moments, but as the tube rises, the goop falls to the ground. You feel like you're just in a very strange foreign land. Looking at you, however, with his popped collar, purple jacket, and actually now black pants, he's snapping his fingers and chaining his outfit. He looks over to you, smiles for just a couple of moments and says, "Oh, hey there, nice to meet you. My name's Fidith. This is the fucking Dragon Slayers. What's your shtick?"
What's my shtick? Where am I, man?
Great question. This is Granny's bar, Granny's Tavern. Say hi, Granny. You'll see a older, orcish-looking woman with like longer features. Like she has much longer arms. She's a little hunched over. Her hair is very stringy and gray. Her eyes have a very wild and intense look towards you. As you make eye contact with her, you'll note she is like scanning you up and down. She slides over a drink that smells strongly of apples. It's like an apple teeny. As you get it close to your lips, you can like almost smell a hint of alcohol. You think this might be a little more pungent than it's letting on. Granny says a quick "fuck you" to Fidith. who is now looking a little upset that she just kind of undermined him to the newbie. Hey, so, never mind her. She's just kind of a little strange. But my name's Fidith. This is Yargella. She's kind of our muscle around here. Don't piss her off. She'll eat you. She'll look back to Fidith and say, well, not everyone around here is willing to eat anything that moves. I do have standards. I eat meat that's already been killed by a butcher. And can't talk. Can't say the same for some around here. She'll pick up her staff and then drop it on the ground with a heavy thud. Runes glow as they make their way around the walling. You'll see there's a banner that says Dragon Slayers. It's got like a hook or like a claw or something bisected by an arrow. Fidith will pull out a small, looks to be round sphere. It's perfectly clear. He hands it over to you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to send you over to this place called Arrowknee. All right, so rumor has it, there's a couple of fucking rumors going around. They have this thing where they can travel interdimensionally. We're working with a version over here. Hope it works out well, but we're going to send you over to Arrowknee. You're going to join up with them. You're going to go on a mission with them. And then you're going to use this piece of paper. He's going to slide you a small, looks to be origami paper. You're going to use this piece of paper, fold it up into a fucking paper airplane, and throw it with whatever message you want back. And it'll get back to me, and I'll find out what the hell it is you're doing. You are a scout, and we summoned you specifically for this. That is all the info you will learn or need. Do you have any questions that I'll disregard?
Yeah. What am I getting compensated here? Like, what's the pay?
Great question. He will then look over to a large blue button, smash it, and then that little orb in your hand will pull you inside of it. You're traveling through a rather cramped, strange, spacey-looking place. A lot of clouds, a lot of dust. You see there's like a boat a ways off with some small halfling talking to someone named Ricardo. Yeah, so anyways, I said we're trying to get that lich dead. We're trying to hunt him down. I'm looking for like 5,000 gold ahead to get this guy across. Oh, there's another one. You'll see the halfling is looking over to you, talking to no one, just kind of waves at you.
Of course, I wave back. I'm just like confused about my situation around here. Like, where am I?
How about that? Oh, they got another one. At which point you will wake up inside of another summoning pod. This one now, you're faced with a much older man who's rising the fucking pod around you. He's got like long, stringy gray hair. He's got stars and moons on his blue robes and the same on his hat. He is like your classic Fantasia wizard upon description, but his caveat is he smells strongly of whiskey, vodka, and healing potion. His flask labeled go-go juice, as he's swishing it around, seems to be about half empty. Hey, what's up? New guy, I'm Shittith. We've summoned you here because we're gods. And you're going to do a mission for us, and you're going to go to Mars and figure out how to hook up fucking... What's your name again? He's going to look over to a robotic-looking gentleman nearby.
My name's Kyle. Are you sure we should be...
Not you, fuck nuts. I'm talking to the fucking Tin Man over here, fucking Rust Bucket. I don't fucking know. I'm going to come up with more racially insensitive names till you say your name. Fucking... He's motioning.
Are you talking to me?
I fucking guess. You, Kyle, you're gonna hold on to this one's pocket for a few minutes and make sure it doesn't die. You good with that, Kyle?
That one's pocket? What?
Yeah, you're gonna hold on to his pocket and go.
I have no pocket.
He doesn't have a pocket. All right, no prison references. All right, fucking. Yeah, I'm Shittith. I'm a god, so just do what I say. Yeah, you're in like a small tavern area again. This time with an off-blue half-elf slinging drinks, who looks a little confused to see you, and also confused that you smell mildly of alcohol upon arrival.
Of course. I'm thinking, hey, give me a drink. I need a drink. I've been through a bunch of stuff, so I'm thinking, hey, you, bartend, drink me now.
The off-blue half-elf will snap a finger. Oh, and what's your fancy? What is it you'll be picking up today?
Literally anything. Probably some vodka.
Literally anything. I'll get you a nice clean. How does a scotch sound? We've got some of the finest around here.
It better be good.
Of course, yes, nothing but the best for our patrons here. He will look around to the tavern at the adventurers waiting. Does any of you fuckers want to take this man on a fucking mission to Mars, I think? I think there was something about plugging CV-69 into a brick or something. I don't know what's going on there.
Indeed.
Wonderful. He'll sling a scotch over to you, Kyle. First one's on the house. First taste is always free.
I came down here from Mars to get the best and brightest to join me and Kethra on a mission.
Oh, if you're looking for the brightest, I'm in.
Hell yeah.
A low bar. Wonderful to see. Says the bartender under his breath.
What'd you say, Lucky?
Oh, nothing. No, I was just making conversation with my new friend here. What's your name again, person?
My name?
No, not you. The human one. What's your stick again?
My stick?
Yes.
My name's Kyle.
Oh, wonderful. My name's Lucky. I'm the bartender around here. We send people on missions to go do things for money sometimes, usually destabilizing local governments or acquiring local resources that were otherwise stable without our intervention. It's a wonderful time. We stick our noses where they don't belong and pull them back out with gold on top of them, so it works out for us.
Nice. I love money.
Same.
So what's this about that mission that robot was talking about?
Would you like to come to Mars?
Mars. The literal planet Mars.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it, why not?
Wonderful. That sounds great. This is the fastest adventure setup we've ever seen here. Are you guys just gonna fuck right off? Is that gonna happen? Are you guys gonna get out of my bar with no fights and no issues?
Not without my ale.
Oh, of course, yes. He'll snap a finger and the ale just appears in front of you. For Kyle, this man just snapped his finger and a drink appeared. Pretty neat task.
Oh, dude. Can I do that?
Snap a finger.
He starts snapping his fingers over and over again, trying to get a drink to appear in front of him.
Sorry, you'll need to climb to the tallest mountain, commune with elder gods, lose all your loved ones, watch them all die and age before you, and then watch some bitter rivals outlast you. You'll need to look into the gazing abyss of the void, chewing glass. You'll need to hear it.
Never seen you so dramatic, Lucky.
Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a day. My hairdresser canceled on me, which means that my hair is going to be a little longer than normal. I have not been seen without my hair properly done in a very long time. It's been a couple of centuries. And so my wardrobe malfunction as it applies to my hairdo will be a problem passed along to the realms.
Is this another job for the job board? Why did Lucky's hairdresser put him off?
No, I'll be doing this one personally. I have a specific hairdresser I go to. Snippy Snips. I don't know if you all have met Snippy.
No.
Oh.
He helped me with my braid first couple times. Yeah.
Nice. Wonderful. He's a small gnome, really insults everyone that walks in.
That's him.
Okay, yeah, so you know. Okay. One of those types that, like, they run like Snippy runs like a hairdressing place and then really just brings people in and talks shit about them. There's a lot of places where they do that, but they'll do it in a different language between the staff there. He doesn't employ anyone, so he'll just talk shit about you to you the whole time. It's really quite upsetting, but the haircut's great, so I keep going back. I just cast silence on the area and call it a fucking day. But yeah, it's super doable. I highly recommend you visit if you get the chance.
I like anybody who cuts stuff.
I cut farts. Does that count? Is that?
This guy.
Hey, yes. Sorry, I'm just joking. I don't know.
To Mars.
To Mars, indeed.
Go to Mars. Might as well.
Heading off over towards the blacksmithy, where a lot of the transport to Mars is located. There's a portal there, which has been set up and kept active by a local artificer named Kethra, also part of today's party. As you'll all arrive, you'll see that there are mech suits in varying states of disrepair. Kethra seems to be messing with a couple of vent tubes. Kethra, you're trying to figure out how to route a radiator over to the AC to make it so that the air inside the cabin is still breathable and not burning the person's lungs from the inside. At which point the party walks in for today's adventure. How would you like to greet them?
Oh, hey. Hey there.
Love the people.
Yes, you did, CV. Why?
To do the thing.
Just plug it into a brick. It's like,
Which thing?
Oh, where I'm gonna go inside the machine.
Oh. I didn't think you were actually serious about that.
100%. We need to protect Mars and put a good brain in here. He points at a computer.
You're not
Okay.
touching my brain.
I
All
wasn't
right,
gonna
then.
take your brain.
Alright. Well then, I guess we should get going.
alrighty, you'll make your way over to the teleporting circle here. It's pretty simple to activate. Kethra, you'll know the movements and chants you'll have to do to get this bad boy running. It takes a couple of moments. Is there anything anybody's doing before you leave?
Kyle starts to fold that piece of paper you were talking about into a paper airplane, starts to report back, and then tosses it.
Please type to me directly what you're writing on this piece of paper. With that, though, everyone will successfully arrive at the facility in Mars. I say facility. Catherine, can I see a performance check from you?
Sure.
CV69, if you'll have spent time aiding, we'll do that at advantage.
Totally.
Okay. And performance. Got a 12.
That's how I do advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
All right. Yeah. Catherine, you'll have spent a while up here. You've made some pretty needed improvements just to the structural integrity of the place. Pops knew what he was doing when he set the place up just to survive. As far as a livable, like, sustainable building area, by the time the oobly-boobly stuff got to its brain, human habitability was not a concern. So a lot of, like, breathable air and, tight seals and not leaking air and making it so that the air doesn't explode and making it so that the air doesn't get toxic or get really cold. All that basic stuff you've been kind of fiddling with the mechs, but on a larger scale, you figure that out for, like, a filtration system for the air that's about the size of a room. Most notably, you set up sheets of water filled with algae with, like, light bars atop them that seem to be doing quite well. You've been making use of, like, a light cantrip around here that's been feeding these algae, or this algae area, and pushing air into it. This has been repeated on a larger scale by a lot of the automata here that are usually just 2-limbed or 3-limbed and set things up, but you've been pretty good at feeding them schematics, and they've been pretty good about making things happen for you. You've got probably about 2 or 3 habitable colonies within the next month or so.
Okay. So they're not quite ready, but...
Not quite. But having something like a Jarvis to, like, really make it so you're not hand coding this stuff would make it a lot easier.
Okay. So, CV, do you know where you're looking for?
I believe so.
CV, your familiar will hop onto your shoulder and just kind of take a look around. This is CV's familiar, right?
Clappy.
Clap. Okay.
Yeah. It's Wojtek can see through its eyes at all times. I don't plan on Clappy going in the computer.
Okay.
It's just gonna fly around Mars.
As you plug yourself in, you successfully make your way into the computer. Give me a con save, please, CV69.
All right. Gonna be sorry. It is con is +7. It's 18.
To clarify, is this a proper Warlock's familiar?
No, this is what is it considered? I'm an artificer.
Okay.
And I can make a thing.
Steel
It's
Defender?
what's it called? Let me look. Homunculus servant.
Okay. Those are telepathic, if memory serves. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
At that, we're going to do a 15-minute break. We're going to meet back up here in 15 minutes. We're going to do the bulk of the game afterward, what that looks like on the back end, because I don't really talk about this. I don't know if people at home are like, wow, Brad's always got this master plan, or if people are like, wow, Brad's really winging it and everything is improv. I come into games with stat blocks, general ideas, and boredom. And then we do a 15-minute break, and usually I go outside and inhale and exhale heavily with varying amounts of carbon dioxide around me already entering my system as a result of some sort of oxidation of like an herb or spice. And then I come back in, and then we run a game, and then it happens, and it's sometimes good and sometimes not. Today, I will be exiting the building and re-entering with an idea, so as to say, I don't have one now. We'll be back shortly. Have fun.
Woohoo.
So one of these days I'm going to do one of those books that looks like one of those like special edition books where it's literally just vector art with shiny like reflective metalling for their color instead of like a regular opaque color. It's really minimalist design. I'm going to do one of them and be like, I'm going to make like a fake book and release images for it and be like, yeah, fucking How to Eat Dirt by Pork's Memes, and it'll look fucking great. It'll be like the running joke.
The scary thing is that some people will ask for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I could make that book fucking paperback and put it into a fucking off-shaped case, and they'll pay $90 for it. Apparently,
Something like that, yeah.
For those at home that don't know what we're talking about, Wizards of the Coast did this cute thing with Curse of Strahd revamped, where instead of releasing a higher quality product for more money, they decided to still charge more money but release a lower quality product instead, full of materials that all prior to existed. There was no new elements to that, like the tarot deck and whatnot had already happened. They just sold through some old stock, and it was really interesting. I was like, oh, neat. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. So for our party, you find that there's a weird thing appearing. CV69 has rested up and has began shaking and seizing, as has CV69's familiar. For Kethra, this was not intended. You were only supposed to get the one. This was a wire that you plugged into CV69. It was a USB Type-C. Should not have been an issue, because it's not one of those ones where it's got to be right side up or upside down. It's double-sided. It should be done.
There is no right side or wrong side.
Yeah, there's just USB-C. But something's going awry. You hear a low rumbling sound. At which point you look up, you'll note this does have a glass ceiling, as it is more of a greenhouse than anything in terms of its structure. In the immediate visiting area, I should say, in its opening hall. I'm imagining this grandiose architecture for a building with no inhabitants. So just, if you're over here like Brad thinks up a lot of these settings in advance and has perfect ideas of what they should be run as, I have no fucking clue. I'm just doing whatever I feel is cool right now, because it feels really cool to have just a big open space full of like Naboo. The architecture makes no sense, but brilliant, so we love it. You're looking through the ceiling here, and you see plummeting towards the earth is a rather large, round, glowing blue rock. This one's headed right for you guys.
Towards Mars or towards the Earth?
Towards Mars, towards your exact location.
All right. Well, I will
do anything
see
about that.
I will see if telekinesis will do anything about that.
Or we
This
can just run.
this rock, it's getting closer to you. It's taking up a large field of view. As it hits the atmosphere and you see a little bit of fire around it, you realize how large this is. Somebody just pressed the Bork button. Or something like it. CV69.
Mm-hmm.
You've appeared in a jet black area. You're standing on some rippling water that's reflecting your own appearance back at you. And you see Clappy is hanging out with you. Oh, hello. What's going on?
Hello.
Hello.
You weren't supposed to come.
Correct?
All right. Where are we?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I thought we'd see more of how the systems worked and be able to twist knobs and flip levers.
I think so too.
Have we been blocked out by some sort of firewall?
I don't know. CV69, for just a moment, the inside of a tube appears around you and then dissipates.
Did you see that?
No, this is clapping.
I'm gonna figure out what's going on. I'll will myself to fly upwards.
You fly upwards, and you are greeted by hands. Many, many hands.
Okay.
They're grabbing
I will.
onto you and pulling you.
Yes, I will shake one.
You shake one. It's grabbing as hard as it can around your hand and trying to pull you up. There's some sort of threshold here that many hands are trying to pull you past.
I'd let it happen.
Alrighty. Most interestingly, before you is an invisible figure. Now, you know it's invisible not because it seems to be making waves around it or making any sort of dissipation through its own image, but around, like, radiating from this silhouette, this perfectly clear silhouette, is just darkness. Like, light is being pulled into every area except the being itself, where light just passes through. This being has two very large eyes that blink at you. As it bends down to look at you, it is dozens of times larger. It reaches a single finger out and pokes you at the center of your head. CV69, you feel a strange rush of energy and fear and contentness. It's a lot to process. What would you like to do?
It just poked me in the head.
Yep.
I'll grab its finger.
You grab its finger. It will wrap a hand around your arm. And it will throw you. It's aiming you towards a large tree.
Sure. I'll go with it. I'll land in the tree.
You successfully land in the tree. Give me a dex save.
Okay. 19.
19 will see that you have arrived at your destination. The destination, however, seems to be a giant acorn that you've just knocked out of place. You're following it now as a single contract floats just above where the acorn had been located. It plummets now towards a ground that is not present. Is there anything you'd like to do while this is happening?
Just take it all in.
That does happen. You do take it all in. The acorn plummets into the ground. Just below the ground, you'll note that you're kind of just outside of body at this point. You can see that there's like water pouring into the into the acorn now. Like from a river. Like there's a hole now in the ground, and the view starts to come into frame where you're realizing that there's a group of adventurers making their way over to do something with this cube. A couple of them seem to be altering the line around it, at which point it disappears, and so do you. Not this cube. I keep saying cube. It's
Acorn.
an acorn.
It's all good.
I keep switching the two in my head. You keep seeing this acorn, and you'll see that it's been messed with, this hole that it's in. The acorn is now alone. It begins aging. You'll note that it gets dusty. And it gets a little bigger. And from the tippy tip, you see that there's one sprout of something growing. At which point it starts growing at speed a lot faster. The tree rises out of the ground, procures an acorn, and just above the acorn is a contract. As it has been, so it shall be.
Is the man still in the distance?
Taking a look off into the distance, you were expecting to see the large silhouetted figure. You instead see a small, gaunt figure standing with a single cloth covering its body and scraggly hair over its eyes. It reaches out with a long, skinny arm to point at you with one finger.
I'm gonna go towards it.
As you do, it moves away from you at the exact speed you're moving. It's like floating above the ground.
I'm gonna look away from it.
You look away. You hear a lightning crack. At that, you feel the impact on Mars. That rock just hit, and it leveled a pretty large area of air filtration. Catherine, you're keenly aware of this.
So what's happening with them?
That massive rock has made impact.
Like on top of them?
Like on top of the planet Mars. There's a loud crashing and banging. A lot of the windows nearby and glass have been blown in. Can I see a dex save from anyone interested?
I mean, I'm gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
You looking to do Johnny Two-Shoes after this?
Yeah, once we get back to Earth.
I had an 11 for Lurpoo. Oh, sorry, Joe.
Oh, that's fine. 15 for me.
13.
11.
What you got, Ethan?
I got a 12.
Okay. We're a tight group today. We're looking between 11 and 13.
Right?
So, the world starts rumbling. You take a look outside, and there's a rock that just landed fresh off the press. Thing's covered in runes. Perfectly round. Like, very perfectly round. You're like, for the folks that have seen something like this before, you've seen a jagged rock procured from the sky, just like a nondescript rock. Whatever this shit is a lot more refined than anything you've seen in the past. What would y'all like to do? You've got the earth blowing in around you. You've got circumstances that aren't necessarily harmful. Nothing's fallen on any of you, but you've got actions. What do you want to do?
I want to see if I can understand what those runes are.
Alrighty. What languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
You've got no bead. No bead on what those say.
How far away is it?
About 3-4 miles.
Oh, okay.
Would giant, celestial, infernal, dwarf, or common have any better luck?
Giant, yes. This was sent by the thrower. Or so the name tag says.
Anything we've heard before? History check or religion? Or...
Let's see history. Or religion, whichever you prefer.
That's a natural 20.
That is also a natural 20.
You've heard rumors of the thrower only once. It's been rumored that it was, you know, the thing that got killed to make a lake. It was like the high-up storm giant that made everybody rethink what they were doing when it died. It just sent a message to whom it may concern today.
So he's not dead.
Apparently. Whatever this god power thing is that just dropped a big-ass rock on your whole planet, is evidently still alive, acting, or making things happen in this realm somehow.
I share my information, clearly.
Mm.
The horizon just started to get dark. A lot of smoke is blowing up, a lot of dust. Kethra, you think that you've only got a couple of minutes left while this place is still inhabitable. You're probably going to need to hit this place with like maybe a mech suit or two over the next couple of weeks with a better air filtration system and get this up to snuff. It's not a lost project, but it's set back.
Okay. We got to get out of here.
We leaving CV69 plugged in?
For now. He doesn't need to breathe, neither does Scrappy. We'll check in. I'll check in a few days to see where things stand.
Let the proverbial dust settle.
Yep.
Or actual dust settle, I guess.
Or literal dust. Yeah.
All right, let's roll out.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Teleportation back is successful. That was kind of an over yet underwhelming mission. Not a lot to overcome, but kind of just an overpowered threat to deal with as well. This is strange. It felt unwarranted. You'll make your way back to Arrowknee, the town inside the dome that you all are so accustomed to. You'll note that there's a rather angry crow chasing after a small songbird that darts into the dome itself. The crow slams up against the dome and then flops down onto the ground. The songbird looks thrilled to have bait and switched again, then flies out of the dome once more. What do you want to do?
What's up with it? What's up with that crow?
That's not a crow. That's Johnny.
Johnny Two Shoes, you'll note.
Is he wearing a Celtics jersey today?
He is. As the door behind him opens up, making his way into the blacksmithy, you'll note the ambient sound of Dropkick Murphys starts. He is indeed shipping up to Boston.
What's up? What happened? You all look downtrodden.
We went to Mars and some stuff happened.
Fucking enlightening, Drogar. Hell yeah. Thanks.
If Hunger was
You're
right,
welcome.
the storm giant god is not dead. He's gonna start going on a fucking warpath. So if you thought it was bad before, it just got a lot fucking worse.
Oh my god.
But hey, it's all right. We have Kyle now.
Kyle. Hey, Kyle, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Who are you?
I'm Johnny Two Shoes. I've known a few Kyles.
Kyle, can I see a
Few of
perception
them.
check?
From who?
Just Kyle.
Okay. Oh, it's not gonna be good. Who?
Kyle, you sit down on it. There's a small package in your back pocket.
Package? I don't know what that is. I'll take it out. See what it is.
Small purple box, little bow.
I think someone left me a present. Oh, what's this? So I opened the bow.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Do you open
I
the bow?
opened the box.
All
What's
right.
that?
There's a little as confetti makes its way out. A little dancing squirrel does a like arms crossed, kicks its leg out and starts messing around with its tail. You'll see the small text message slowly make its way across in front of you and then disappear out of sight. It says, "Got your message. Hope you got our present," and then shuts down.
Our present?
Where the fuck did you get that box?
I don't know, man. Just in my back pocket, dude. Lay off.
I know one fucker with
Do
fucking.
you like breathing?
I'll tell you that much. Goddamn squirrels, pissing me off. I pull out my bow and pull an arrow on Kyle.
Whoa! What's going on here? What are you? Why are you so angry for? I have a box.
Because we almost got killed.
For
I
what?
don't know
Not
nothing
see
about
that big blue fucking rock?
I did see the rock. Yeah. You
Does
say
the
that's
name
my fault?
Did it sound familiar to you?
No, nothing sounds familiar to me, man.
There's a stupid lich who I've been wanting to kill for about a month now, and nobody will fucking go do it with me. And he's got squirrels in purple.
Squirrels in purple. What's his name?
Fitteth.
Fitteth? I don't know no Fitteth.
History check.
Me?
Yeah.
Uh. 14.
You met him like a half hour ago.
I mean, I met a guy named Fitteth like a little while ago, but like I don't know his name really.
And did
He
he
just
tell
sent me
you
here with no explanation. He told me he gave me something. I don't know much. He told me to scout it out, see what's going on.
Well, you don't scout for him no more, okay?
Why's that?
Because he's a
he will
fucking
kill
lich,
you.
bro.
And that's my problem. How?
Because if you scout for him again, we will just kill you.
Yeah,
I am very serious about this.
she is.
Oh,
She's always serious.
what do you do to you?
Do you want a fucking list, or do you want like a demonstration?
Both.
Okay. She will attack you.
With what?
She's gonna go nice and easy to start, and she'll swing her sword.
Okay, let's see a roll for initiative from anyone looking to be involved in whatever this is about to be.
From the whole party.
If you guys so choose to just beat the shit out of each other, I don't know.
Fight Club.
Why make an encounter when you can just instigate the players a little bit?
This will go well because this is high levels and then a level 1.
Great.
Poor guy's about to get his hit points and damage. Hence my like, hey, is anybody gonna hop in here? Is that I just need to know for like.
I rolled initiative. I got a natural one.
I rolled initiative. I rolled a 3. I was gonna just do a hold person.
I rolled a 14 trying to like break it up, like get in
I
between.
rolled an 18.
Lurpu's just looking back and forth, confused as all hell as to what's going on here.
What do you got, Kethra?
She's got an 8.
So you're seeing a wind up here, Kyle. You've put enough holes in drywall to know when an open, like overhand right is coming. You get the feeling that this is one of those spots where you can just like put an arm up and like press here into the inside of the elbow and block the entire punch with no repercussion. Can I see a 20-sided die roll? Actually, what do you want to do on your turn? I haven't asked that yet. I'm going crazy.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on, but this guy's pissing me off, so I'm gonna block his punch.
Okay.
And just punch him in the face.
Catherine's a girl.
Kethra, please roll your attack roll.
Well, that was not a particularly good roll. 14.
Okay. Kyle, please roll an attack roll at Kethra.
6.
That's a 6 total.
Yeah. 7.
Okay. Kethra, let's see some damage.
$16.
Okay. So there's a loud bang and a crash. where are you hitting Kyle with, Kethra?
She was swinging her sword.
Okay, and dwarf, right? Or gnome? Is she a gnome?
No,
Cat-
that's just human.
Human. Okay. So this gal just lambases you with a sword, like the broad end of it just slaps you across the mouth, Kyle. You feel like you just wore a tap out shirt to an actual event with MMA fighters at it, like real ones. It's just rough. It's not a good experience. You've gone through a window. You're outside. You have been resuscitated. But it appears to be from the same guy that you met earlier with, you know, the alcohol and the pointy hat and the robe. He's like, hey, you're not dead. Congratulations. They already put you through the ringer. You're back up at 1 hit point as he casts a healing word on you.
Well, I don't really know what's going on, but they're starting to piss me the fuck off.
Oh, they say, oh, he's going to look to the U-shaped hole in the wall. Hey, this guy looks pretty new. Is this the new onboarding program or what?
Fucking guys working for your brother. You better not.
Fucking guy
Really?
got in the dome. He's probably just been put up. Like, I don't know what you want.
So we just let anybody working for Fitteth in the dome now?
I mean, you just tell them to not to, and then call it good. And if they
We
can,
tried that.
I don't know.
I mean, you guys haven't got me any reason to not to work for him. What I mean, he's not got no reason for me to work for him anyway. So like, I don't even know what the hell is going on. Dude just summoned me out of nowhere, said you're going to spy on them, and then, bang.
Somebody out of nowhere.
Yeah, where like what did he summon? Where did he summon you from?
My mom's basement.
And where'd
like
you
that.
end up? Where'd you end up getting summoned to? Like, where'd you come out of?
Some sort of, pod.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Fitteth there with 2 other people, just saying, "Hey, this is what you're gonna do." And then blammo, I'm
Who
here.
else was there?
I don't know their names.
What did they
I
look
can't
like?
really remember them.
What did they look like?
Honestly, I can't remember the description, but Kyle gives what he can
History check, please.
assume. What's that?
History check, please.
History check. Okay. It's 5.
You
The hit to the head.
remember the brick. The big.
The dude
metal
had some
brick.
sort of like brick on the top of a pole. It's kind of like a hammer type of thing, I guess. Does that ring any bells?
I know, does it, Brad? 14 history.
You'd keep up with the after actions.
A bit, yeah.
Doesn't sound recent.
I got a 22 on the history.
How old was this guy?
I don't know.
Was he as old as this guy? And I point at shit.
I'm guessing.
So should've. He's giving you the middle finger.
Oh, by the way, shitteth.
Yeah, what's up?
The thrower's alive.
That drastically changes today's plans. Yeah, whatever's going on with my brother just became not important. This is going to be important instead. Above the table, let's do a 5-minute break. We'll be back here in 5. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Get some snacks.
Uh-huh.
Hello and welcome back to episode 99. Here we are.
Okay.
So where last we left off... oh, that's a kitty.
You can always distract Brad with the cat.
Yep.
Cats are great. So yeah, where last we left off, we were recounting details of history's past. Yeah, we're just kind of going through the motions today. There's nothing really going on at all. There's just this big rock that landed on Mars, addressed from some old god that's supposed to be dead. Then there's that tree growing outside the dome right now. That's gonna be a bitch. Wait, have we not gotten to the tree yet? I don't think we have.
Don't think so.
How about that?
No,
Oh.
Hey, there's a tree.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I should have started describing that. There's a massive tree outside the dome. It's starting to grow, like, pretty quickly. We're talking, like, if any of you are familiar with, I don't know, the Power Rangers. You know, when, like, the bad guys get really big, so the Power Rangers have to get their Megazord. Seems kind of like one of those moments. Tree's getting awful large. Y'all think it might be time to, like, I don't know, help out the town, because this thing is growing limbs and is now taller than, most of the buildings in the area. It is slowly moving and lumbering towards you all now. It's making its way towards the dome. Looks to be coming from the southeast.
What the fuck?
That's new.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Well, this ain't the giant in the lake.
Nope. And you guys call for a big-ass tree?
No.
I don't do
Not
those.
Outside, you can hear just the faintest sound of, "This sounds like a job for..." And then something explodes and he gets very quiet. You're not sure what just happened there.
Natural selection.
Hey, well, I'm gonna shoot it. Is it 600 feet away from me?
About, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start shooting sharpshooter shots at it.
You go for a shot. Its large arm-like limb is now reaching down towards the dome.
Somebody help me!
It's not dry roll. Can't do anything about it.
Lurpoo, cowabunga, and just lights up his axe.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it. How far away is this thing now?
About 500 feet. Its arm
Hey,
is on
new
top
guy.
of the dome.
New guy, take this. Kyle, I'm gonna toss you just a normal healing potion. Since you
Of
are
course.
barely.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. Sweet. Is this alcohol, man? I need some.
I guess it can be if you leave it long enough, but I don't recommend.
Yeah. And just swig some. Tastes like vodka, kind of.
This large tree-like limb is now wrapping itself around the dome.
Anyway, we need to do something about that.
And I'm just sinking arrows in it, right?
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't seem to have no effect. Yeah. Yeah.
Literally none.
Oh,
Like
man.
this is less personal than a Tarrasque.
Oh, no.
Anybody got any fire?
Yeah, Lerpoo.
Just a bit.
Lurpu holds up his axe and smiles.
I do, but I would have to attune to it. So
You can breathe fire, idiot.
I can't. Yeah. You're right. I'm gonna go run over at it. Start running over to it.
Its finger.
Yeah. No, go away. As soon as I get with 120 feet, I am all 7 magic wand of magic missiles going at it on the way over.
You're noting that Shiddith is also pulling out his wand and firing something at it to no avail.
Harunga, will your thing work on this?
My what?
Your staff of freezing time.
My what?
I don't know. You got a wand that paralyzes people, right?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that is a wand of paralyze. Sure, I doubt it. You think this thing has a
Fucking
constitution?
try it.
All right. I don't think that's gonna work.
The branches from this thing's arm are wrapping around the dome. It's starting to get dark.
DC 15 con save.
I imagine this is a creature.
Hey, Lurpu, if you want to get close to it, grab on.
It does succeed.
Okay.
Lurpu grabs onto
I'm-
the Drogar. Jesus.
Tape them onto bank, dimension door right up to as close as we can get with the fire. And we're going to start going at it.
If you try and make your way outside the dome, you'll actually be prevented.
Start hitting it, I guess, if we can. With anything fire related. I'm going to breathe at it.
You give it a fire breath. What's the save on that?
DC 16 dex.
It will succeed.
It take half of 17.
I'm gonna switch to the heavy crossbow and
8.
go through the bolts now that I'm out of arrows.
Can you get me up there?
I just used it. I can't use it again for a bit.
You had just thrown a full dragon's breath at this. It's barely charred. Hrunger, you just got a ping.
Oh, I got to take this call, guys.
Shit!
Okay, bye. Yeah, just leave us here with this thing. That's fine. Yep, cool. Go do it. Yep, bye.
What do I got?
You receive a handle and some sort of axe head. They're separate from one another. The axe head looks to be made out of glass. They're propped up against a wall. They look very light up quest marker-y.
Does this look like square peg, square hole? Put one on top of the other. All right, I'm going to put them together.
They will slide into place, at which point your vision will go just a little weird for a few moments. Everything just got really bright. You'll note you feel like you could probably see in the dark while holding this thing. For everyone else, you'll see Hrungir just picks up this axe head and a handle, puts them together, and this PB&J that he's mixing together is making more than just a sandwich. His eyes are turning jet black. Hrungir, your size increases by 1, so you're up to large. And then the glass head of that axe will switch over to concrete.
What is going on? Well, why we gotta have Death God's assistance when there's an apocalypse happening? Of course, the Death God wants the apocalypse.
Yeah, Kratos just became like 10 times scarier. I didn't know that was possible, but what's going on? I don't like it.
My assumption is that I've been tasked with going and hitting said creature.
Yep.
All right, let's do that.
Johnny Two Shoes, you feel something get a little heavier in your pocket.
Don't got time for this. What is it?
It's a Glock.
I pull it out. My Glock?
It's your Glock.
Is it?
Complete with notches. You say they're about kills. It's about who you fucked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's your whole Glock.
All right, I'll start firing.
All right, just like full like side bent wrist, fucking
Yeah.
yeah, like no stability, no aim involved, extended clip because you can't be bothered to hit a target. Probably something that lights up on it because you love batteries that die out on shelves.
Yes. All that.
Lurpu, you take a look over and you see a surfboard.
Whoa.
It takes a look over and sees you and flies its way over.
I hop on it.
This surfboard will effectively be a flying carpet. However,
Nice.
it is a surfboard.
Oh yeah, bitch.
You are in every way proficient with this. Anyone that tries to tell Lurpu that he is... Hey, Lurpu is proficient with surfboards. We need to put... Can you just add that to your character sheet, please? This has been like an integral part
It's canon now.
of your... Yeah. Usually proficiencies are like... According to Xanathars, it's like 8 weeks to learn a proficiency. And I think in real-life games, it's been like 8 months. Which is 7 months that
funny
Lurpu's
thing
been
is-
like...
Since the beginning, Jensen's had proficiency with sea vehicles, and Lurpu hasn't.
Yep.
So,
Now I do, bro.
The only sea vehicle that matters.
right.
That's right. Jerry would be so proud. And I take off. I try to fly up towards the top of the dome.
You'll successfully do so. You're on some real Silver Surfer shit in this moment. It's a pretty fantastic time as you make your way to the edge. Kethra, you take a look around. You don't really see anything waiting for you. Feels
Oh
kind of
no,
like
she's
you're
not
getting
even. She doesn't really look around. She will take out her staff and start opening up on the tree.
somewhere, somehow, Eternal just got a nifty item.
Mhm.
Yeah, she opens up with like lightning bolt and sees how that works, and we'll try some other stuff as well.
You'll note this appears to be more environment than monster.
All right.
Above the table, this will be a combat that does not end tonight. My goal is to pour this over into tomorrow. Now, what's happening here is the dome is being enclosed around. Even the high-level adventurers, like the quest givers, are not able to break through this barrier of wood. Whatever's going on here feels overbearing. You feel like you just got hit with the big god threat button, and you kind of really didn't do much to deserve it. In this moment, Kyle, you find a pair of brass knuckles. They're allowing you to do a D4 bludgeoning damage with every hit. And you'll also find, looks to be a 40-ouncer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take some swings with my brass knuckles.
Yeah, you grab some brass knuckles and a twisted T, roughly the same thing. And you're ready to go. Yeah.
Definitely go up to this big wood thing as far as I can get to melee range.
Okay.
And just start punching the ever-living fuck out of that piece of wood, just like the drywall back home. And what would that be? unarmed strike or?
That'll be an unarmed strike. You'll do a D4 damage instead of the usual 1.
Yep. Got 3. Yeah, just 3.
Awesome. Drogar, you just received a pair of strange goggles that appeared on your side. They've got like little lenses that are green. You'll note that they give you dark vision up to 150 feet. I don't know if you have dark vision already.
I had
Goggles.
pre-existing goggles of night.
These are a step above. More interestingly, because they seem to allow you to cast Eyes of the Runekeeper at will. Or activate Eyes of the Runekeeper, I should say. That is an ability, that is not a spell. Should be a warlock ability.
Oh, cool.
Tight.
Nick, for reference, your Glock is going to be a reload 6. We're going to treat
Okay.
that like a revolver.
Is it magical ammunition now?
It will not be magical ammunition yet.
Okay.
But you do have your Glock.
Gotcha.
I spill.
Party foul.
Honestly, yeah. At risk of railroading you guys into a fight that you don't wind up winning for railroad reasons, because tomorrow's game is going to happen. What I'm instead going to do is elect to end today's game here. You guys will receive these items as equipment for succeeding in today's mission, which was kind of nothing, but kind of something. Contact was made, information was gathered, stuff hit the fan. We're going to hold off here for now. We'll meet back here tomorrow. We're going to have a party ready to fight whatever big thing this is. Does anybody have anything that they want to get done, or any points of note that they want to address before we finish off tonight's game? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
Also,
We'll end up here. We will be back tomorrow.